Hey there, Squirrel Army! How's it going for today? So, Oathbreaker is now a thing. So what is Oathbreaker and why is everyone playing Oathbreaker now?
You can join the Squirrel Army by subscribing.
This is a interesting time period that we're in, I think. This has been a thing for a little while now. I wanted to talk about Oathbreaker because it's interesting. It's a thing that's come up recently. It's been a thing for a while, but now it's a supported, Magic official constructed format, I guess. So that's pretty cool. I know there's dedicated Oathbreaker channels and that sort of stuff out there. There's more prevalent channels out there, obviously, but whatever, I don't care. And that's why, again, I didn't really jump too much, or don't jump on a lot of this sort of stuff and try to do news. I don't do news anyway because it's just too hard. It's too hard to keep up with everything and whatnot. So I just don't do that stuff. But Oathbreaker, it's a thing. And I kind of want to maybe build an Oathbreaker deck. I'm not 100% sure yet. And I don't know what I really want to build. I'm not, the problem I have with Oathbreaker is, I want to play casual Oathbreaker. I don't want to play, because I do think that there is a more competitive Oathbreaker for the most part, or you can have a more powerful Oathbreaker, obviously. And I do think there is a, casual and a CDH version of Oathbreaker, basically. So, yeah. But anyway, what is Oathbreaker? Basically, you get a Planeswalker. Your Planeswalker is now your commander. And all the cards that are in your deck have to abide by that color identity, including the signature spell, which is another card that goes along with your commander being your Planeswalker, which is called your Oathbreaker in this format. I think it really originated from Brawl, where people could play Planeswalkers as their commanders, and a lot of people have wanted to play Planeswalkers as their commanders in Commander. So just saying, oh, well, instead of just doing Planeswalkers as our commanders, we've got to make it a bit different, and not 100% like Brawl. But yeah, so that's what it is. You get a legendary Planeswalker as your commander. All the decks in your 60 card deck have to be within that Planeswalker's color identity. So including your Oathbreaker's signature spell, which can be anything as long as it's an instant or sorcery. So obviously there's some that are very strong with some other spells and whatnot. Again, I'm not very interested in that kind of aspect. I'm more interested in let's find a fun, interesting, synergistic, Planeswalker that we can build around and, start doing some stuff and build a deck. That's what I want to do. So I want to start maybe doing some Oathbreaker stuff. I just want to see how many people might be interested in it. No one seems to have responded to the polls that I've put out. So I'm just going to do a video and see how many people see this video and want to talk about Oathbreaker, or want me to talk about Oathbreaker, or just want me to do deck techs on Oathbreaker and whatnot. because, hey, I'm interested in Oathbreaker, again, as long as it's more casual based Oathbreaker. So yeah, that's what I want to do and see where it goes and see how many people are interested in it, because I do think that it's a very new thing that a lot of people are going, oh, this is a thing now, so maybe we'll give it a try. But I, again, just want, I guess, a little bit more backing, and I do think that you need to apply a lot of what applies in regular EDH to it. It isn't EDH, but it is the same in a lot of ways, singleton, but you can have as many basics as you want. It's basically Legacy Light, where nearly everything's legal. There's only a few things that are banned for the most part, and whatnot, like the Moxes and things like that. Um, I think like Dark Ritual was banned, and a couple others are banned, like Jeweled Lotus is banned, I think, and things like that. There's a few other ones and whatnot. Soul Ring's banned. I like the Soul Ring's banned. But whatever. It is what it is. But, like, there's a lot of little rules and whatnot. But yeah, it's one of those things that I'll be very interested in. But it is going to be a tough journey for me to maybe build the deck. There's certainly more Planeswalkers coming out all the time. So, I don't know. I think I want to build a 3-color deck because I have a bunch of 2-color decks, and I have now one 4-color deck, and I don't have a 3. So, that's kind of where I'm thinking. I kind of want to build in colors sometimes that I don't normally play, so that, I have more variety in my decks and I'm not just playing the same thing all the time. But I like playing the colors that I like playing. So it's kind of tough because those colors often have very good things for the most part, which is why I like playing them. So it's tough to sort of not play the things that you like to play. And in the end of the day, that's what the game's all about, enjoying what you're playing. So maybe I just want to build something that I'll enjoy rather than, well, I'm going to try really hard to figure something out that I don't know whether I'll like or whatever, or that's in colours I don't normally play, and I'm going to be struggling because, I don't have access to this and I don't have access to that I normally would play because, well, now I have to figure out what red has or what black has. And they do have some stuff, but, I'm always used to playing white and green. So, yeah, I don't know. And not playing green again because I just play so much green, so I kind of like don't want to play green. I was thinking about the Jund Cat, Lord Windgrace, but I'm not too sure. He's certainly a cool commander and whatnot in his own right, but I did like the idea of it, and I do think that that's a pretty supported archetype, just lands and stuff and whatnot. Just that could be very interesting. I don't know what, like, the signature spell's gonna be. But yeah, whatever. I'll figure it out as I'm going. But anyway, guys, I just want to hear from you guys to see, are you guys interested in Oathbreaker at all? Do you want to see me do some deck techs? I might do one, maybe, at some point when I finally decide what I kind of want to do. Just to see how that tracks on the channel and whatnot, if people really like that kind of thing. So yeah. But yeah, that's what I have to think about Oathbreaker right now. Again, like, I haven't gone through all the rules and whatnot of Oathbreaker, but if you search up Oathbreaker rules, there's, very detailed tutorials on Oathbreaker and how you can do it. And I'm sure there's, like, very CDH in the sense, deck techs out there. But again, I'm not going to do those because I'm just not interested at all. I just want to build casual, fun, synergistic decks that work and can do stuff that is fun and interesting. So that's where I'm at. So, alright, hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope you will join me again in the next one.